everyone, it's Dr. May, and you may be wondering, what the heck am I doing here in my kid's room with a Ninja Turtle and a school bus in the background? And as I was thinking about creating this video, there was no space more alive in my home than my little boy's room. So what better place to speak with you about aliveness? If you've been watching this video series, then you know that our entire mission is really about turning your light back on and having you live fully expressed in your life. This is what we totally believe, that when you come from this place of aliveness, and it is a way of being, that your results will totally change in your life, not only in your work, but in your personal relationships and in your health, and so on and so on. And so the most alive place that I could think of was this cute little room with all of these cute little things in it. And as you can tell, it already brings me a ton of joy just to be in this space. And so that's what we're really up to creating with you, because we know that a world full of fully alive people will create a much better place. And as I said just a minute ago, it will have you create the kind of results that you really desire. So part of the reason that we have been so successful at this work is because we are licensed psychologists and we have been trained to really work with people on reaching their potential. And as you may or may not know, there are so many things that can get in the way of us rising into that potential. And some of those things are what we call tethers. Now, tethers are like these ropes. They're like these connections that keep us stuck and tangled up. And we really believe that it keeps us stuck and tangled up into the past. And so when we really set out to create our aliveness or to create our intentions or our goals, it is very likely that these tethers from our past are going to come up and rise up and oftentimes really stop us from creating what we want. And the interesting thing is we may not even see that they're popping up, but maybe we do see it and we still don't know what to do about it. And so our intentional living course is not only about helping you identify the aliveness that you seek, but also getting very clear on what the tethers are and overcoming them as well, because we all need support and practice to see the tethers that are popping up and getting in our way. So you may have heard me speak about opening my business and moving my business to the Miami area and some of the tethers that popped up for me in that particular instance. But I also can tell you that when it was time to have children, it was so interesting for me to observe the kinds of tethers that popped up there. So here were some of the things I started thinking. I started wondering, well, what kind of mom would I be? Of course, I've guided so many people. I've studied psychology, but you never really know until you are a parent what kind of parent you will actually be. Of course, I also started thinking about some of the excitements and the satisfaction and also the disappointments that I had with my own parents and how to not bring that forward into this experience, or to bring some of it forward into this experience as well. And then last but not least, and I'm sure there are more, but some of the other tethers that started to pop up were things like, can I even get pregnant? Will my body even be able to do one of those miraculous or such a miraculous thing? And of course, when I get pregnant, will I have a healthy pregnancy? Will I have a hard pregnancy? Will I have an easy pregnancy? And what will it really take? And so, these tethers, these questions and these fears and doubts that pop up, as I have mentioned, they are often so related to the past, and that it really takes an untethering of these tethers to set us free. And that is exactly what we will teach you in the intentional living course. But a great place to start is to notice the aliveness that you seek and what tethers you think might be in the way of you creating that already. Because here's the thing, if you knew how to do it, you would have already done it. This is something that I know for sure. And so we really have to step out of our box. We've got to step out of our comfort zones to create that aliveness, that dream, that vision, that something bigger that we really seek. And again, the way that we believe that you really do that is not just through the clarity, but through the support of this wonderful community and our expert guidance. So go ahead and post that on Facebook for us today. What is the aliveness that you seek? Name it. Set an intention for that. And also take a moment just to think about what might be the tethers that are getting in the way from you really going forward and having already created what you want.